Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer, and today we'll be taking a look at our replacement latching spring pin for your Yakima bike racks right here at eTrailer. So I have this here on our Yakima HoldUp bike rack, but this will also work on some of your other Yakima bike racks like the TwoTimer or the FourTimer. Now this will also depend on what year your bike rack was made. For example, if you had the gray Yakima HoldUp, which is the older iteration, you would use a different spring pin. So this is going to be for your newer Yakima HoldUp bike racks. Check out the product page just to verify which bike rack you have. So on this side, I have the newer latching spring pin, and on this other side, I have the older spring pin from an older bike rack. So you can see how you can definitely upgrade or replace your old hardware. Let's say you cross-threaded the old spring pin or maybe broke off the plastic pieces. This is an exact replacement and works the exact same way. So this spring pin fits right into your bike rack and allows you to press on it and then pull it out. And this will be used in order to tilt down your bike rack or fold it up. So this is definitely an upgrade from the previous versions of the spring pin for the older bike racks, because those were just a spring pin and they didn't have a safety latch. Now the safety latch is a little tricky to use sometimes because you have to press it in and pull it out and make sure you don't pinch your skin between that latch. So just something to think about as you use it. Notice how it is shaped like a round bolt, but you have these flat edges. So that's going to be so you can use your 24mm wrench. It fits perfectly into the wrench and allows you to tighten or loosen the bolt onto your shank. If you need to replace yours and if it's still attached to your bike rack, just use your 24mm wrench in order to loosen it off of your shank. Nope. Just set this up, and then once you have that out, you can then replace it with your new part. So the easiest way to put this back in is just to lift that bolt out of the way, just line up your threads and then start turning. Once you have it threaded through, you can then use your wrench to tighten it down. So I did this by just changing out our latching spring pin, but really the easiest way to do this is if you take off the spine by removing this bolt. That way you're only threading it onto the shank and then you put the spine back on afterwards. But it's really up to you. All in all, it's still very possible. No matter how you do it, it might just take a little bit more effort. So just make sure that's tightened down with your wrench, and that's it for the install. Now, if you did cross thread the inside of your shank and not just the latching pin, you may need to replace the shank itself. So just check that out here at eTrailer, because you can get the shank with the spring pin included if needed. And that was a look here at our replacement latching spring pin for your Yakima bike racks right here at eTrailer.